Hey, what's up? Coach Ryan family here from VIPAR. Take this in. This is the last day you're going to see me with this awful quarantine beard. It's horribly itchy. I hate it. So I'm getting rid of it. So this is the last video. Screenshot it if you like it. Today we're going to talk about your quarantine diet for fat loss. Now, first of all, totally acceptable if you choose to take this time to stay in caloric maintenance for immunity purposes. But some of you want to put the pedal to the metal on nutrition, and now's a good time to lock in some good nutritional habits. So I'm going to give you two different nutritional strategies based on how you choose to train during this quarantine. So it's totally fine. Some of you don't have access to a gym, and the idea of crushing body weight workouts in your kitchen doesn't really appeal to you. So maybe you're not training hard at all, anaerobically speaking. Maybe you're just going out and taking lots of long walks. If that is the case, then a ketogenic diet or keto might be useful for you. Now, I am not a keto zealot or disciple, but I'm also not a keto hater. It's a good tool to have in the toolbox for an appropriate time, and now is one such time that it could be beneficial. Now, let's say you do want to crank out some bodyweight workouts, or maybe you have a small home gym, or maybe you decide to get outside and do some sprints with the workout I posted last week. If that's you, then I've got a lower carb approach for you. It's not completely ketogenic, but it is still going to give you enough fuel to just barely support the support the training you're going to be doing, and allow you to perform well while still keeping carbs low enough to help you cut body fat, okay? So without further ado, these are the two plans. First of all, the keto plan. Ketogenic diet basically is a low carb diet, but it's also a low protein diet. Even protein can pull you out of ketosis, so you want to have protein even very, very low. This is if you are doing no anaerobic training whatsoever. So if you're limited to just jogs or walks or bike rides, you're not doing any hard bursts like weight training or sprints, then this is going to be a good option for you. This is also a good place if you so choose to use intermittent fasting. So you don't have to, but what I would recommend is limit yourself to 2 meals in a day. Maybe fast for 16 hours, eat for 8 hours. Eat for an 8-hour window, so 2 separate meals. Basically, per day, and I'm using a 200-pound person as an example for the calculations, your total calories is going to be your body weight times 8 calories. Body weight times 8. So a 200-pound individual is going to have about 1,600 calories per day. Yes, it is a low-calorie diet. Okay, be prepared. If you want to get lean, you got to be willing to suffer a little bit nutritionally. To figure out your fat grams, you're going to take your body weight times 0.7, and that's going to give you your grams of fat per day. So a 200-pound individual is going to get 140 grams of fat per day. You can divide it up across 4 to 6 meals if you want, but I recommend 2 meals. To get your protein, you're going to go body weight times 0.4, and that's your grams of protein per day. So this 200-pound individual is going to have 80 grams of protein per day. So if you do decide to go 2 meals with this, as I recommend, each meal is going to have 70 grams of fat, 40 grams of protein, and 1/2 to 1 pound of leaves. That's right, leafy veggies. Veggies are going to be an important part of this. It's good for just overall health, and it's going to help you feel better, your digestive system if you're going to a keto diet. So I still recommend doing that. Now, this does not mean veggies like carrots or corn. Those are technically not veggies. I'm talking leaves here. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, etc. 1/2 pound to 1 pound of those in each meal. That's a pretty simple way to structure nutrition, okay? Flipping over to the other side. Now let's say you are doing some bodyweight workouts at home, or you got some bands, or you're doing some sprints. This is going to be a low carb approach for you. I want you to do 4 meals per day. You could go a little more than that, but I don't want you to go any less than that. Why? Fewer than 4 meals per day will not maximize muscle protein synthesis, which is important if you are doing some sort of resistance training or aerobic training. Not as critical if you're not doing any kind of training, because you don't need to upregulate protein synthesis if you're not damaging any muscle. That's why 2 meals per day is okay for keto, all right? Per day, again, 200-pound individual, your calories are going to be body weight times 9. So it's still low calorie, but it's slightly more than our keto friends because you are going to be doing some training. So that 200-pound person is going to do 1,800 calories a day. To get your protein, you're going to do body weight times 1. That's going to give you your grams of protein per day. 200 grams of protein in this case. Body weight times 0.36 grams of fat. In this case, it's 72 for that 200-pounder. And then body weight times 0.4 is grams of carbs, which is going to be 80 grams of carbs per day. Now, here's how I want you to split up your meal. You can train whenever you want in the day, but your meal immediately following your workout, you're going to have a portion of your protein, 1/4 of your protein for the day, and all of your carbohydrate allotment. So in this case, this individual is going to have 50 grams of protein and 80 grams of carbs in his meal following his workout. Okay, wherever that is, if you work out in the morning first thing, you'll have that as your first meal. If you work out later, just move it around. Your other 3 meals of the day, this individual is going to have 50 grams of protein. So again, another fourth of the protein. You're going to have 24 grams of fat, and then 1/2 to 1 pound of leaves. Again, going with the leafy veggies. The reason we split the proteins, or excuse me, the carbs and the fats, immediately after a workout, whether it be sprinting or lifting, some type of resistance training, you're going to be more insulin sensitive, which means those carbs are going to go to your muscles and won't really have an opportunity to be stored as body fat. The rest of the day, to keep your blood sugar nice and stable, you'll stick with protein and fat and veggie meals. That's going to keep your blood sugar stable, it'll keep your cravings low, it'll give you good energy, and it won't create crazy spikes and drops in blood sugar that leave you with cravings or feeling hungry or dissatisfied. Follow one of these two nutrition plans and you will get leaner, okay? Follow it to a T. It's simple, very, very simple. Do the math, calculate your numbers for your own body weight, and get your summer body. I'm Coach Ryan Family from the Viper Pit. Say goodbye to this horrible beard, and I'll catch you next time.